Management. She holds a Bachelor of Laws and is a certified management accountant. Prior to her current role, she was Pan American Life's Chief Operations Officer, Caribbean. Let's put our hands together and welcome Grequan to the stage.
Thank you for, first of all, coming back and for giving me the opportunity to speak on this very fascinating topic after lunch and after all of these sessions that you all have been through. The future of the insurance industry in an AI world. Artificial intelligence, according to the Britannica, is the ability of a digital computer or a computer-controlled robot to perform tasks that are commonly associated with intelligent beings. The question is, are robots on the rise? I'll share with you some sobering statistics. Since 2000, 1.7 million jobs have been lost to automation globally. The rate of adoption of robotization has tripled in the past 20 years, with 2.25 million robots currently replacing people in the global workforce. And that figure is expected to significantly increase, reaching up to 20 million by 2030. AI expert Kai-Fu Lee, he projected that 40% of the world's job could be replaced by robots. And research from the McKinsey Global Institute revealed that 73 million workers face automation job displacement. So the question is whether in today's world or in our not too distant future, can anyone truly escape AI? It is clear that AI has impacted several industries, but some may be more impacted than others. Automation adoption is particularly high in a few industries. Manufacturing. The AI adoption rate in US manufacturing companies increased from 14% in 2011 to 40% in 2016. And as mentioned before, since 2000, the world has lost a total of 1.7 million jobs, and that's in manufacturing alone, to industrial robots. Some of the regions that saw the highest number of job cuts: US, EU, China, and South Korea. High-risk or dangerous jobs such as welding, heavy lifting, working with radioactive waste and chemicals, and then, of course, pipeline and fuel tank inspections, are estimated to have between 70 to 100% automation potential. And routine jobs involving repetitive tasks are at an increased risk of automation as well, sometimes in the sphere of more than 90%. None shall escape. AI is everywhere. It is in writing and content creation, and we know ChatGPT. It's involved in coding, in video creation and editing. It's used to record and transcribe meetings. AI even produces designs, and it provides customer support and HR, analytics, and performance management as well. The inevitable, inescapable reality is that we are all impacted by AI today. And as technological advances continue, the impact of AI on everyone will become more and more apparent. AI is not an abstract thing. It's not happening elsewhere. It's right here on our doorstep. As a matter of fact, this week there was an article in the newspaper about robotic surgeries being introduced to local surgeons. Is AI a friend or a foe? Is it here to help us or to hurt us? We've seen the high rate of job loss, and I've spoken about role transformations as well due to automation. And some of those functions have either become extinct or they're soon to become extinct. So to the topic at hand. What is the future of the insurance industry in an AI world? Traditionally, our industry was paper-based, heavily reliant on manual processes and on face-to-face interactions, and for some of us that remains true today. But those approaches to business are antiquated. They are far from seamless to today's customers, and they will soon, like jobs, become extinct. Advancements in technology have heightened our customers' need for a seamless service journey. They demand and expect more personalized, convenient, and timely service. And this, when you couple it with an increasingly complex regulatory environment, makes it impossible for us to continue to do things the way we've always done them. And if we expect to increase market share and meet customers at their points of needs, we as insurers must deepen our understanding of A, our client base, B, our market demographics, and C, even our historical data. And that in turn mandates a deeper and greater focus on business intelligence and data analytics. And all of this is happening in a space that is constantly evolving, metamorphosis, where we have even financial institutions and retailers that are entering the insurance diaspora. So to remain competitive and relevant, the industry needs to adapt and embrace technological advancements, and AI can provide vast amounts of data at very high speeds. This technology enables insurers to operate seamlessly and more efficiently, enhancing customer experiences and reducing costs. AI supports our ease of doing business goals, and it leads to increased accuracy while simultaneously reducing waste and all of the overall costs and activities within the value chain. The potential for AI in insurance is real. Product development and pricing, they are enhanced by risk portfolio management and pricing analysis tools. Marketing can benefit from content and campaign management applications. There are already quote, lead, and compensation management tools that support sales. There's auto underwriting of certain types and classes of applications. For billing, payment collections and processing are already available locally. Service help desks, chatbots, we know about those, and customer dashboards create a modern and effective platform for policy changes and client servicing. Auto adjudication and fraud analysis and prevention are tools that can be employed in claims, and even for operational risk management. Solvency analysis, regulatory filings, and reconciliations are all easily automatable and employed by several of our local insurers. If our customers matter, then AI is our friend. It creates a real opportunity to innovate our business processes, which could lead to new jobs and an empowered workforce. It thereby mitigates the negative impact, the job loss impact of automation. Moreover, it does not remove that relational aspect of the sales experience that is founded on trust and confidence between the producer and the client. You've heard me use the term seamless a few times, well, several times. So as I close, I leave you with this. AI is not our enemy. It is not meant to be feared, but embraced. If we choose our customers, and I heard John speak about service first, we want to make their service experience, their service journey seamless. Think of AI as facilitating this seamless experience through speed, efficiency, accuracy, a minimization of routine and mundane activities and tasks, where we can offer low-cost solutions to our clients and provide excellence in the way that we output. And then, of course, there's the specialization and customization that we need to employ to meet our customers at their points of need, while we do it in a secure environment. Remember, we exist to serve our customers. There is no us without them. Thank you.
tempted to think she was AI, but I promise that is not a robot, that is the real Gray. Yeah? All right, so we are on to our last delivery for the day. And I'm very excited to introduce this speaker. Don Lafoucard is a Maxwell Leadership Certified Team Member, delivering inspirational talks and workshops around the Caribbean since 1999. He is a former manager, social investment, corporate communications of TNT at Royal Bank, and was specifically responsible for coordinating the Young Leaders program. He is passionate about inspiring others and has been involved with the youth and other audiences in various social arenas. He has served as camp counselor, director, and board member of the YMCA and host of a TV6 youth production entitled Network. Don has represented various groups publicly over the years, having received formal training from UE Roytech, where he earned a certificate in public relations. He has facilitated professional development workshops for primary and secondary school teachers and other audiences, including university students and lecturers. He offers all-day public speaking workshops to organizations and has written inspirational columns for the Trinidad Guardian newspaper. He is also a certified US affiliated Prepare Enrich facilitator and the author of 3 inspirational books. Don has co-hosted 16 Zoom webinars with our 3-time Olympian sailor, Andrew Lewis. These webinars are now available on the YouTube channel, Positive Moments with Andrew and Don. Recently updated to a series on the local television channel, TTT. For our last speaker today, please give a warm welcome to Don Lafoucard.
Wow. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm not hearing you in the back. Good afternoon. Wow, I'm so glad to be here with you all. Let me just tell you, when you don't find your purpose in life, it will always be a fight. Are you with me? When you don't find your purpose, it will always be a fight. Behind me, I'm sure you're seeing some words, a call to soar. And get ready to take some notes one time. One word could change your life. Agreed me? A call to soar. And that soar, S-O-A-R, is see opportunity and respond. Are you hearing me? See opportunity and do what? So this evening, I know we've gone for a little while, but I'm going to make it worth your while. I'm going to make it worth your while. So I'm just going to find out how to learn this, to use this quick clicker here. It's a little different from mine. But do you feel like this sometimes? Tell somebody next to you. Tell them these words. Look at them and tell them these words. Come on, tell them these words. I want you to look at them in your eyes and tell them that. Anybody can identify? Let me see by a show of hands. Anybody could identify? You know, the truth is, people may know us, but they have no idea of who we could yet become. You see, I used to live according to what people said about me. I'll tell you a little secret. I used to talk a lot in class, and they called me a nuisance. And now they have to go and buy one of my 3 books to get some nuisance. Are you hearing me? Because someone's opinion of me doesn't have to be my reality. It's just an opinion. And so many people, including financial advisors, still living based on somebody else's opinion. I'll tell you what I'm really here to talk about this evening, and it's called the eye of the tiger. So good evening again, everyone. I understand in my introduction, I'm so happy it was short, because sometimes I go to a function and they have to introduce the introducer who has to introduce somebody who has to introduce me. By the time they finish, you know what I mean? That's too much introductions. But there's one word that I heard, and that one word, I heard it echoed today. I live with a particular passion. And passion, my friends, is really what I pass on. But for so many people, the I gets hidden between the second S and the O. That's why they get passed on. I want you to hear me. I have a passion for life. And I'm so happy to be here today. And let me tell you, I believe all that was said before, this is good soil. Nobody in clap have to say it again in Spanish. Besos godos soilos. Something had to work, Winston. But this is good soil. This is really, really good soil. But there's nothing called overnight success. And under the sound of my voice, you will hear that word success being said a lot and a lot. My definition for success might be a little bit different from yours. But my definition for success is finding out what you're blessed to do and doing that for the benefit of other people. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. How many of you here have goals? Come on. Let me see. Raise your hands. How many of you have goals? Take this one for goals one time. G-O-A-L-S. Goals is gaining outstanding and lasting success. That's what your goal should be. Gaining outstanding and lasting success. For there to be true impact, there must be contact. Are your goals impacting people? Are your goals impacting life? Ask yourself that question. What are your goals doing? Maybe it's like Rocky. And let me see if I'm sure. How many of you saw the movie? Everybody here saw the movie. Who I could see. That may not be everybody. But there's something interesting. Many people say the story or the glory, but they don't know the story. And we have to go through something to get something. Many people want to get something, but go through nothing. I want you to hear me. I stand here before because I've had a lot of trials. I've had a lot of trials, but my trials now make trails for others to follow. I've had a lot of trials in my life. Some quite embarrassing. Sometimes even the people closest to you. Even the people who are closest to you. They come up against you. But guess what? I know that when you're building, you need dirt. I welcome the dirt. I welcome it. No, you have to welcome it. When you understand the purpose of the dirt, you begin to welcome it. They call me the eternal optimist. And that's with reason. There's no situation you could bring at me that I can find a negative way to look at it. No, seriously. When I look at a plus is only a plus when a minus decide to look up. Oh, that's a little deep one there. I hear somebody go, whoosh. But my friends, we do have falls in life. Don't we have falls in life? Come on, don't we have falls? The last time I checked, if you get rid of the F and fall, it happens to all. And I didn't stall. Okay, just now we're going to get time to leave and go to the mall. Okay, that happened. Listen to me. Anybody realize by now that I could rhyme? And give a sign? The things will be fine? Or do I appear to be kind? Now looking over there, seeing a shine. This MDRT will get up and whine and give all the credit to the divine that did the design. Let me give a new lines to say behind and decline. But I'm using the gift. And I want all of you, here's too quiet. Say after me. Say, I want to hear the conviction. Say, I am gifted. Listen to me. You can't spell the word gift without a G. I get the gift from God. And next to the G, there's an I. And next to the I, there's an F. I and F is if. And then in the word gift, there's if. So God has given all of us a gift. If we use it, it's not up to God, it's up to us. And every single gift will FIT fit. Because you can't spell gift without a F, a I, or a T. I want you to say again, I'm gifted. But I could read this both ways. I could say, farthest come only two, or farthest come didn't I? Farthest come only two, farthest come didn't I? Or I didn't come this far to only come this far. My friends, I like sport. I like to talk through sport. Anybody recognize this guy? We have the same barber like John and myself. Anybody recognize this guy? You recognize him? But I'll tell you something. Keyshawn Walcott, who is our Olympic javelin gold medal winner, in 2012, Keyshawn won gold. This guy won 2 gold in London. 2 gold medals. After London, it was Rio. Keyshawn got a bronze. This guy, his first race in Rio, the 5,000 meters gold all the way. But he didn't come to Rio to get 1 more gold medal. He came to get 2 more to make it 4. And my friends, it's not a sprint, it's a curved line. He got to the line, and I want you to listen to the commentators. Ladies and gentlemen, we get ready for the start of the 10,000 meters. In this race, we have the defending champion from London. Ladies and gentlemen, here to get his 4th gold medal race. In this race, we have none other than Mo Farah. In Africa, he is considered a refugee, or was considered a refugee. Tell that person you'll call back. But hear me carefully, okay? No, so many people want to answer a call, but they're not answering the call in their life. Say, ouch. No, answer the call. But the time you take to answer a call is when you're supposed to be listening that you have a call in your life. You need to see that this is for all, not just some. Don't answer your phone now. Is that okay? Am I too real for y'all? Can I go ahead and be real? People ask me, Don Lafourcade, why it is you so real? Because of that word reality. The first 4 letters is real. Next to real, you have it. And next to it, you have why. I bring it real so you don't end up asking why. Came to Rio, and all he's waiting on the line is to hear this. Runners, take your mark, get set. Somebody give me a gun. No, I hope that was bow and not go, because right? But after a couple laps, he's down on the ground. Please hear me. True champions is not how many times you fall. True champions is how many times you get up and you keep going towards your destination. Don't just get up. You have to keep going. You see, people get up, but they don't get going. And then you stand there, you're on the right track, but you're facing the wrong direction. And chances are, if you stand on the right track, somebody who knows where they're going will run you over. So you have to get up and you could go. Fell down, and hello, I know some people, if you was crossing over him, you'd have ball, it good. You know when we're down, people like try to push us down? You all know that? They try to push you down, and somebody else would just give him quickly, no moros gold medalist today. But guess what? He got up and he finished the race in first place. First place! And if we have to finish, and those of you, I realize some people at the back haven't qualified for MDRT as yet. I kind of real. Hello? If you have to qualify, it doesn't matter where your figures are now. You can still get them up, whatever quarter we're in. You can still get your figures up. And stop watching. I need somebody here to hear me carefully. Run your race. Stop watching your colleague's race. That's why your race is not being where it's at. Stop watching the agent next to you and watching their figures. And all you're doing is watching their figures. And what they do, they hide to watch the other agent's figure, so they hide behind their back, but you didn't realize you get kept back because you're just looking at somebody's back. Study your race. And I'll tell you very quickly, what seems like a fall is actually a chance to rise even higher. Somebody came here just for these next words. The deeper the valley, the bigger the victory. Didn't I tell you he was considered a refugee in Africa? He no longer is. Today he's called Sir Mo Farah. Are you hearing me? Tell somebody next to you. I want you to watch me. Any of you get them an attitude. Say, you have no idea who you sitting down next to. Come on, give them an attitude. You have no idea. Watch me. Tell them this. Tell them this. Tell them this. In 20 years' time, I am taking John's job. JJ. Well, John ain't going nowhere right now. Give him 20 years, right? Wait till he done working for only 1 hour in the day. John, there'll come a time when you're working for, watch me, only 10 minutes and still making 10 million. Wouldn't that be great? John, let me tell you, you're soaring in the sky. You're soaring in the sky. And when I say soar, I'm talking about somebody here who could identify with what John went through. I make a good Marco. I'm not the only one here. Other Marcos is ball out all right. There's no them in the Winston. All right. But y'all, I tell you a little secret. On television, and some of you stop watching all of those soap operas. There's a real life outside there. There's a real life. And on television, the only thing he was afraid of is kryptonite. But in real life, he was horsing around. And he fell off of a horse and he became paralyzed from his neck down. He's no longer alive, as you know. But he was interviewed before he died. And the interviewer asked him this question. Christopher, don't you feel sad that you're larger than life? Your face is known around the world. But now you're paralyzed from your neck down. You can't move a muscle. And I want everyone here to hear his response. He said, there's only one thing that makes me sad. He said, I'm paralyzed from my neck down. But I meet so many people, they can move, but they're paralyzed in their mind. I need a bit of honesty in the room, or total honesty. How many of you feel stuck sometimes? Come on, by a show of hands. Let's get those hands up. Let's get those hands up. Please take this. If you came today and you only got this, please take this. When you are stuck, S-T-U-C-K, same thinking you continually keep. You'll be stuck because of the same thinking. I listened today, and the talks have a similar thread, and I imagine all the MDRT meetings, but do people really get it? You know, because you come to MDRT after MDRT, whether here or abroad, but then you go back and the production hasn't changed. Let me tell you, you know what is the it? You get a lot of information. You even get inspiration, but where's the transformation that needs to come after that? That's the it that you need to get. There must be transformation with all this information. You have to decide, you're not a tree, you're not buried. You could move. You could move. Your figures could move. But you have to first move here. That's the first place that John had to move. To decide, I'm going to move. It's the same place, my friend from Jamaica. You had to decide to move. Your area doesn't make you, you make your area. And I'll say this for you, it's not where you come from, it's where you're going to. It's not who you are, it's who you could become. It exists for every single person. Stop living in your yesterday. Understand HAD? Understand the HAD. It's kind of real, eh? Yeah, get these words. I hope they came out properly. Stop going on your first performance when you enter the industry. Some people are still wanting to do the same thing and get a different result and then qualify for MDRT and top of the table and round table. No, it's not going to happen. And please, I didn't know the industry. At first, when I saw $1 million round table, I said, okay, the table had to be wrong when you come to the function. But they must have $1 million round the table. It's only have 1 million round the table too. They have not $1 million. I checked the whole them chairs. I kind of get confused what it is. $1 million round table. I didn't know about that in maths. What is that about? But I can tell you this. If you look at this room here, hello, there are millions inside of this room yet to be made. Yet to be made. There are people who, you see the coulda, shoulda, wouldas? Could have, would have, should have. Could, should, and would. Learn from the word. The last two letters, they're LD. Could, should, and would. Change the dictionary. Change the dictionary a little bit. The LD means you must have learning before you could have development. It's, to me, it's really, really bad when you see an agent do that. Stammer, and you ask them about a product and they stammering. No, if you know how bad that sounds outside there, sad, it sounds really bad. When you ask an agent, what do they have to offer? And they can't tell you. That looks really bad on the industry. Not just one agent. Are you hearing me? Somebody in a credit union will take the business. Ooh. That's a little tough. A little fiery for this evening. But folks, we could develop in life. But what you become depends on what you can overcome in life. At one point in life, in my life, I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk. Doctor told me my disc was out. Go and lie down on the bed. Lie back and put a pillow below your knee. But guess what? How does a mother give birth? In the same position. What people are experiencing now around the world with me. I needed to be put down to go up. I needed to be put down in order to go what? And there ain't no stopping me now. You see, I learned something in my pocket. I'm very synonymous with this bird. Whoop, where you want to fly? Come here. That's not the plan for you. Not today. What bird is this? Yeah, it's supposed to look like an eagle, a bald-headed eagle. I'm more here than me though, right? But y'all, I love the eagle. Every book or poster I have around the world has to do with the eagle. Eagles fly better when there's a storm. If you spell the word storm without the R, you get storm. I have learned to make the most out of any storm. The R means I've learned to be responsible. One letter makes the difference between employee and employer. Where's the R in employer? Where's the R in employer? So the one who's responsible in the end becomes the employer. And if you could be an employer, you could be an investor, you could be a financer, and you could go on from there. The first book I wrote, I want to give you the first line, and it says this. And I want you to consider this line. Why do I creep when I feel the urge to soar? If you write that down, somebody, and you watch that every day, your life will never be the same. Why do I creep when I feel the urge to soar? And soar is what? See opportunity and respond. Don't just sit there. Could have, would have, should have. Christopher Reeves, he's known for these words. But I like the word hope. You know what hope for me is? Whether it's a Saturday, a Friday, a Thursday, whole time. HOPE is helping other people every day. Helping other people every single day. Somebody's being helped on my Instagram. When I go home, it just went up by 500. But listen to me, subscription, right? But there are things that want to go off inside of us, my friends. There are things that want to go off inside of us. And if we refuse to remain stuck, there's a big explosion. I sat down in the bank. I was a manager in the bank, and I was able to leave the bank and say, after 19 years of banking, and say thanks, but no thanks. Now I could work for all the banks. I was sponsored by one of them. My friends, for the last 19 years, I just call and tell them, hold up on the sponsorship. I'm not sure what I'm doing as it. And they're like, what? But we have money put aside for you. What else? What are you doing, Don? We want to invest in you. Now, who's calling the shots? Who's calling the shots? Because they understand my value. Somebody here needs to hear this. You cannot spell the word value without you. You cannot spell the word valuable without you. When you understand your value, you become more valuable to yourself and to other people. Understand your value. And some of the ladies inside of here need to hear this. You're not an item by the cashier that people could pick up and put down. Good. Hello, can I be real? No, you are where they keep the valuables. Are you hearing me? And let me tell you, from the time you truly understand that you are priceless, never in life again you give a discount. Understand your value. Treat yourself valuable. Tell you a little secret. When that kaboom goes off, and I want you all to hear me good. When that kaboom goes off, please, you're all too quiet. Please, you're too quiet. There's one vowel missing in the word potential. What vowel is that? What vowel is missing? You know why it's missing? Because nobody could pull it out of you until you're ready to give the world it. It's up to you. You have to make up your mind that you came to this session today, and whatever session you went to, whether it's a breakout session where you learn you can lose a toe, whatever session you went to, make sure you take some value back from it. Hello, a stone in your shoe. You have to pay attention to it. Make sure you get a stone in your heart. I want you all to hear me. The eye of the tiger I'm talking about today has to do with that eye. The eye of the tiger is really the eye. Will that potency go off in me and the AL I'll go on and achieve in life? Or am I going to remain dormant? Hello, if you remain dormant, trust me, at some point in time you'll become a doormat. And everybody else going ahead of you. If you know how sad it is when I see people sit down in functions, insurance functions, and they call their name and they're still clapping because some clapping ain't going up for no award. Say, ouch! How much function you'll go to eat food and clap? Oh God, that was done enough. You all get paid already. It's okay. Listen to me. No, you have to be one of those going up and expect your name to be called. You don't expect anything, so you don't get anything. Hello, my friends, I don't live for guarantee, I live for possibility. I don't live for guarantee. I'm sitting down there, my phone going off because somebody want me to speak in some part of the world. The possibility, hello, I get up every morning with possibility. The possibility that I could make a difference in somebody's life. Okay, you want me to prove it? Couple parents spoke with me here today and told me, Don Lafuka, you spoke on my child's life would never be the same. Where you stand up? Somebody in this room, how many people said I spoke in their life? Everybody went home? There are a couple people here. Yeah, there's one there. Spoke with her, she went on and write a book. 4 books. One conversation with somebody could change their life. There are other people, they're probably a bit shy now, they went home early. But that eye, my friends, the eye of the tiger, you might think is an icon, but if it's one part in his life, hello, the tiger, when he's looking back, there's one part of his life he don't want to look back at. Are you hearing me? What is that eye in the tiger? What is that eye for you? It can't just be about the information that you have. It can't be just how intelligent you have. Are you an icon? Or really, or you're going to say, I am really a con? Oh. No, you have to be careful these days, you know. And I tell them straight, when they come around me, this one is a role model. Hello, be careful who you're calling role model. Somebody role models only want to roll with the model. I'm going to be real. You know what the eye is in the tiger? The insurance industry will not be all that it can be. One word determines this industry. One word! And it even has the tiger in the middle of it. But TG backwards is get. Do you get it? Going forward, once you're a responsible individual, you'll get to the place you're meant to and discover your why. What you do is what you do. Why you do it is your purpose. Let me say it again. What you do is what you do. Why you do it is your purpose. The integrity will take you all the way to discover your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Is it that the fact that you could make millions? Or is it that your fact insurance is no longer a want? It's a, and how sad it is people die and somebody didn't have to go and tell them. Yeah, you don't bring back the person, but you could make life a little more comfortable for them. That's the integrity we need in the eye of the tiger. This has been my value statement for life. It says, when you find out what's valuable about you, other people will place a value on you. You see, I stayed in the bank and I was a manager. And when you make a probation, the only other manager you could be is general manager, the managing director, all kind of. But guess what? I was fulfilling somebody else's dream. What about the dream that was already ordained for me? I wrote my first book in under 10 hours. And I'm busy now. You'll probably see it in some pictures. You know what I'm doing now? I'm investing in the young people. I'm invested in the young people. You want to succeed? Anybody here wants to truly succeed? Come on. You want to succeed in life? I'll tell you a little secret. Is that seed that's inside of you. You carry a seed. UCC. You carry the courage. Hello, you carry the coverage that somebody needs. You have that seed inside of you. And then under the UCC, you could probably carry a canvas to this evening before you leave. But I want to tell you a little secret. You might be feeling buried or broken. That's me. Only a face a mother could love. Those who laugh, I was going to give a discount. But look at me. Feeling buried, broken. But this little guy who was buried and broken, I now get to mentor our country's national athletes. This little guy here, I get to do that. One of them you know already, you probably heard it in the bio. First day I met him, Republic Bank called me, Don Lafoucade, Andrew Lewis is also sponsored, and we're going to bring him to talk on your tour. We're going to Holy Faith Convent in Pinal. And you all hear me, check me on the phone. Andrew Lewis? He better looking than me. He ain't playing, he coming to upstage me. I say he's only going to speak for 15 minutes. You all? And he's not speaking before me. Okay? My friends, we took a picture when it was finished. That was a Friday. He got up to the airport. He had his clothes to go and qualify for his second Olympics in Brazil. On the Monday, the photographer called me who took the picture. Don, did you hear about Andrew? A 500-pound wall fell on him. I said, what? Broken one leg, fibia, tibia, punctured his lungs. They had to pull his face forward and reconstruct it and put a plate on his face. He doesn't look the same way. That's how he looked before the wall fell on him. But my friends, he had multiple operations in Brazil. They brought him back by helicopter at West Shore. And he called me, Don, could you come see me? I said, Andrew, I'll come and see you later. I'm going to work for BP. They paid $10,000 for 10 minutes. I'll check you later. It's okay, Andrew, I'll check you. You're alive? Good, eh? But I'll check you. And I'll tell you what happened. I said, Andrew, though, I want you to think about one word. And I told him, Andrew, you are feeling nowhere. Andrew, turn that nowhere into now here. The only way nowhere becomes now here. There's a pause between the now and the here. There's a pause. My friends, there's a pause. The last 3 letters in the word pause. Every pause has a use. It's to do with the PA, is where your purpose could still be accomplished. He fired every single person that told him he will not go to Brazil. 8 months after, he was walking with the red, white, and black. 5 years after, he was in Tokyo. And can I tell you, because of one word, today, Andrew Lewis is Canada's Olympic sailing coach. One word. He called me during the pandemic. Don, I want to do some webinars. I said, Andrew, no problem. You know how I like words already? I said, Andrew, let's call this is Andrew and Don. Okay, we're going to call Positive Moments with Andrew and Don. One time, and the webinars was so successful that it has now turned into a television show. Tell you a little secret, and we look for people. I heard this word called all day, mentors. And I mentor a couple people in the room. We had them on the show as well. My little brother was only about 8. I say little brother Sarah because it's 53. I'm 53. He had 53 yet, so I could say little brother. Right? And then Ronnie as well too. My friends, every single one of us, everybody under the sound of my voice, you are supposed to be a mentor to somebody and be a mentee under somebody. And if the last 4 people on your WhatsApp are not people who you are mentoring or mentor you, that's somebody to get rid of. They are wasting your time. That's a little tough. You need to be mentoring somebody, folks. You need to be a mentee under somebody. Trust me. Now, I heard about MDRT for years because I've done stuff in probably all the insurance companies. And when I hear MDRT, you know, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. I'm going to ask John to stand up. Folks, so I heard that they were bringing this person. And last night, I kind of recognized they're walking him around. And they bring this gentleman to meet me. And y'all, when I tell you that the MDRT is going to be in excellent hands very soon, I know what I'm saying. This gentleman, you know what he did? He said, I heard about you. I said, okay. He said, what's in full flight all about? And I said to him, in full flight, you know, in life you think you're chicken about life, and really and truly you're supposed to be the eagle in full flight. He took out his phone and said, Don, MDRT.org, and showed me, Don, I'm going to show you how to apply to be a speaker in the MDRT outside. Now, that's the kind of leader you want. You all hear me? That was fantastic. I also want to say hello to Sarah as well, too. Okay? Glad to have both of you here. Yes, we do have traffic. Okay? But folks, share your story with somebody. Don't be ashamed of your story. From the time you meet somebody and they say hi, and there's a story, hi and story, they have some history, they make a story. Don't be ashamed of your story. What I'm doing now, I am sharing my story so that others could be inspired. And I came with a special offer here today. So folks, I am gifted to look at any picture and put a quotation in it. You could check my website immediately. What I did today, just for the MDRT, I only did 50 of them. Folks, I did 50 canvases, only 50 of them for today and 50 books. And today, what normally sells, because they are shipped internationally, what normally sells for $750, today
It's only $300 for the canvas and you get a gift box. I need you to invest. Invest in somebody. Even invest in yourself. Stop waiting on somebody to buy you the next John Maxwell book. Go in and buy it yourself. Some agents are waiting for prizes, then to get surprised. I don't know. No, go and invest in yourself. Hello, invest in your mind. Invest in yourself. It will pay great dividends. My mother invested in me. I get plenty licks. Licks for my mother was like a bank account, and she take interest in me. No, it's true. But folks, pick up a canvas. They're all original. They're all original. Now, I get to mentor captains, West Indies test captains, and the list goes on. And the list goes on. Sir Courtney Walsh and others. Yes, God has blessed me to have an impact around the region. But I'll tell you a little secret. This particular picture is special to me. Because I'm 53, I've crossed 50. My mindset now is leaving a legacy around the world. That's what my mindset is now. Whether it's through canvases, whether it's through books, whether it's through posters. That's where my mindset is right now. Those two people next to me, a youngster came up to me, first former Astra Girls Tunapuna, and said to Mr. Lafukad, you so inspire me. You remind me of my teacher. And after the presentation, the teacher comes, Mr. Lafukad, when I was in first form in this school, you inspired me. So now I'm inspiring those who are inspiring others. Tell you a little secret, that's really special to me. But it all started with a teacher. She told me one line, Don Lafukad, a rotten beginning doesn't have to be a rotten ending. And guess what? Look at my journey. From Point Fortin to Lavantil, Mova, Carenage, Maraval, St. Joseph. And folks, where I am now is where? Yes. I'm in a school in Germany. There am I speaking. Ich spreche Deutsch. Nobody knows what that means, including me. So, okay? But folks, where can you go? There's no limit for you. My friends, there's no limit where you could reach. But you have to reach inside and pull out that eye, have that integrity. Yes! So what I want you all to do, folks, is to stand. Come on, stand. Everybody stand in this room. Come on. Stand, everybody. Come on. Let's go music a little bit for me. I mean, I've been looking on all day. There are people who have remained by their table for the entire day. The only place I saw it different than the table was the washroom. So guess what? I want you to find anybody. Find somebody and go and stand up next to them, hip to hip. Just one person. Let's pair up. Find somebody at a different table and stand hip to hip. Come on, friends. Stand hip to hip. Come on. Come on, stand hip to hip. I see some people want to dance. Those of you with shoes on, go ahead. I just don't go a little bit. Watch this. When friends stand up hip to hip, what you have is friendship. What you have is friendship. And guess what? You are not here to compete, even though there are different awards at different times. But you are here to complete the journey. You, and it was said for the day already, you can make a difference to Trinidad and Tobago. You can make a difference to the world, MDRT. You can make a difference. You can make a difference. Are you hearing me? So I want you all not just to get the information, to get it, to have a transformation and turn around each and every nation. So my friends, some crib, Some crawl, some walk, some run. I know you listen today to John and to Don, but much to my delight, MDRT, much to my delight, I am seeing all of you as the eagle in full. Be blessed.
Wasn't that fantastic? Yeah! Don brought down the house. And what a way to close. But we want to indulge just a few moments for something that is very important. Very important. Coming from headquarters, MDRT. So we have to stay quiet now. One last item on the agenda, and then we are off home. No event will be concluded without giving gratitude and appreciation. In an intensely competitive profession, objections are routine and regulatory changes are the norm. MDRT is where advisors come to learn how to achieve greater success and more sustainable careers. We are gathered here just for that. We took time out so we understand whole person concept. Over the years, we have had persons in different companies in our TNT, our beloved TNT, who have walked a path of growth and retention. They focused on this in growing our membership and retaining that membership year in, year out. These persons have built a foundation on which the current MDRT numbers sit on. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite John and Sarah on stage with me to recognize these stalwarts of MDRT leadership in TNT. Whilst we are getting organized,